I was celebrating with the world. And I just feel like everybody trying to crucify me for it. Like, you was his biggest advocate, you was his cheerleader, but I was just celebrating when the world was celebrating him. So why am I being crucified, or why am I being separated? When I was like, it was love, the frequency is how we used to laugh, because that's like, you know what I'm saying? It's always, what's up, queen? Yes. So I just felt like I met him when I got in a whole new area, and that wasn't my experience. Like, when I met him, it was just like, I told y'all on season 1, I even asked him, like, why you fucking with me? Why you fucking with a single? Yeah. Why you coming into my world? Because I'm on some whole other shit. Like, you know my lyrics and stuff. Yeah. And it's just like, when I got with him, he was just a man. Like, it was more of like, okay, we ain't gonna do that. We gonna sit, we gonna communicate, we gonna get to solutions. What's going on? Like, we ain't even going that route. So that was my experience with him. So a lot of the things that people really like say about him, you didn't experience that as that dating. That's not something that you saw. So is that the reason why you never said anything? Is that the reason why when all of these allegations and lawsuits came apart, like, why didn't you speak? Because I can't speak on something that wasn't my experience. And I can't speak on something that I don't know. I can't speak on these allegations because I wasn't around at the time. I don't know that person, and that wasn't my experience. So with you being, I feel like, a survivor of domestic violence, he never hit you in a relationship. He was never violent. Was that something that you had to tolerate, or that wasn't a part of, because I feel like that's the biggest thing to him right now is, what he going through these lawsuits and that's one of the biggest problems that Black people have when y'all have these certain situations. Y'all think that the Black girl is supposed to be on the side, and that's very triggering for y'all because y'all Black community love to support every other movement but their own. Never. So they wanted her to speak on the situation, and she wanted to mind her business. I have a question for you, Black community. If she would have spoke out and Diddy would have did something to her, what the fuck y'all motherfuckers was gonna do? What were y'all gonna do? Period. So don't ask no woman to speak about no situation that ain't got shit to do with her or the community of her. People are so mad that the city girl, considered a whore, got spoiled, and the good girl looked stupid. Don't got no ring, was getting pissed on, was getting fucked up, but Cassie was getting careers. Y'all are upset because that good girl aesthetic don't get nothing done. Y'all been sold a relationship, not by Diddy, because he never really spoke. But Cassie sold it to everybody that he was the greatest man ever. And all Carisha said was, the nigga spoiled me, so what's good? The conversation should not be about Carisha. The conversation should be about how these women like to stay in these positions because they don't know no motherfucking better. How did we deflect to Carisha? That video that came out, and it's like, I feel like a lot of people are wondering, was that your experience? And I know personally that you've been through domestic violence before, and I don't think that's something that, I know that's something that you've grown from and that you don't tolerate. I've been through domestic violence in 2 relationships, and I told myself, I did a second relationship, I would never put myself in that situation again, especially now being that I'm a mom. I was a mother again, but like having a daughter, like I would never put myself in that position. I don't stand for domestic violence. I'm just not going for that. So do you feel like with dating Diddy, like, was it a business relationship? Do you feel like it was beneficial for you? I feel like it was beneficial for both of us. I think that, like, I was able to come and be a brand ambassador for Leon and take it to a whole nother level because I feel like I won't say nobody wasn't drinking DeLeon, but nobody wasn't drinking DeLeon.
But I wanna let's do something. Who sold you that Diddy was a good guy? Was it Cassie or was it Carisha? Who sold you Diddy? Who sold you Diddy? Was it did Carisha come out and say, "Oh, he's a great guy. He's a great father. He's amazing"? No, now nobody's so. Oh my God, this is so interesting. You know what? I'm gonna take us down a rabbit hole because I have time. Let's play about how Cassie spoke about Diddy. Let's talk about it. I want you to hear this. How the board spoke about him. She said, "Oh, bitch, we was business partners. I was getting that bag. I was getting that money." And Cassie, "Oh my God, I love him. I love him. He's so good. That's my puppy chulo."
When I came, it was just like, it's a city or a summer we trip DeLeon, we acting bad. So I felt like I was an asset. I honestly just feel like with Diddy, like, you know, I met him at a pink party and I don't know what his intentions was, but I don't know if it was like business or he really liked me, but I felt like, you know, when he got me, he already saw something in me, and that's why he was like, you know what, you got a big personality, like, you should do a podcast. Like you know how to engage in conversations. Like you gotta ask good questions. So I felt like, you know, I came into his world and I was able to like turn everything he had going on up a notch. And like, you know, he had DeLeon, I was able to have the whole world drinking DeLeon.
I want to say shout out to the black women getting Cassie $30 million. Because once again, her lawsuit would have never happened if she didn't see him with another black girl spoiling her. Look how inspirational you are. Look how inspirational you are. Guess what? When he was sleeping with Gina, nobody gave a fuck. When he was sleeping with all the other non-black girls, he wasn't giving a fuck. But in her trial, based upon her words, her ending situation with him was specifically revolving around the energy that he had at Kim Porter's funeral. Sorry, y'all. My nigga here. He's in the room. You're gonna have to step out for a second.
Putting in songs, like I made it popular, you know? Yeah. And then with Revolt, I was able to come and make it a #1 podcast on Revolt. Yeah. So I felt like, you know, and then with him, it was like he was able to take my career to the next level. I did the Met Gala. I got ready with Vogue. Like I wasn't going into the relationship thinking like I want to get a purse. I want to go on private jets. I want to get diamonds. Like I want to get diamonds. Like
Can you hear me now? Okay. So let's get into Cassie Ventura and how she spoke about Diddy. Because, you know, there's an obvious disconnect here. Okay. Cassie. Diddy.